Okay, so you just think that the nerfs are comparable.
Not
Huh?
recording.
So you just think that the
The
nerfs
fuck was that?
that Whitebeard took and sustained throughout Marineford is comparable to the nerfs he took from his old age. And
Why'd
you
I have to
also
do
think
that?
that, and you
I'm
also
saying
think
we
that,
can't
wait,
like.
and you also think that the combined nerfs from both of these factors combined would still not be enough to play Whitebeard's not one of the strongest.
Okay, you're just switching the burden now. So I already said
Mhm.
that face value when um we're not taking any like unnecessary presuppositions on the quantifications of the nerf or anything. All we know that he
But,
got one more nerf.
but
Let's say even if we presuppose that he got
you're
nerf,
already
right?
presupposing
No,
the
yeah,
nerf
I'm not
modification.
presupposing anything. I'm not presupposing anything. And so and we already know that just getting nerfed isn't enough for you to skepticize his title, which I already
Oh,
justified,
okay,
and you
so you
didn't
said,
attack.
okay, so you said it's likely
So you
that
just said you're adding another nerf on it, but it's already like attacked. I already attacked that notion.
you said just getting nerfed isn't enough. I'm just laying out your argument for you, just show it's like slowly.
You're not attacking it.
So you're saying that basically Viper got nerfed due to old age, and due to this nerf, any other nerf or any other things that can nerf him, or the nerfs that he acquired during Marineford, isn't enough to actually lower his status as the world's strongest
I
man.
mean, yeah, unless you can justify it being enough, which is a
Okay,
pretty
but
hard burden
you
to
know that
fulfill.
these aren't two separate nerfs, right? These are two nerfs added
That's
onto each
fine.
other.
We can't like assume like the
So
quantification
the
of it. Therefore, I'm
combination of
saying
both
that
these
you can't
nerfs
say
would
at
still
face
not be
value.
okay.
Excuse me.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're
Therefore, I'm
basically
saying that without
presupposing
making
the
any bro.
quantification of both these nerfs would not be enough to lower Whitebeard's status, and you're making that likely via one of these nerfs in isolation. However, that's already presupposing a certain quantification or some sort of comparability between these two factors, which you haven't demonstrated yet.
I don't have to do that. Like sorry, that would be presupposing something.
Uh,
And
are you
like,
not using
if
this
you
to
want to
say
say, yeah,
Whitebeard is
sorry.
stronger than
Can
Kaido
you
throughout
stop
the?
speaking, bro?
My bad.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So again, like you kind of like going through my entire argument here, right?
Mhm.
If you're trying to proclaim the nerf to be justifiable to be enough, or you're trying to claim that the quantity of the nerfs like stacking up would be justifiable for you to say that he lost the title, then again, that's a burden that needs to be proven.
I'm not trying to say that like quantify the quantification of both these nerfs adding on to each other would be enough to justify him losing his title. I'm saying that you're saying and your argument is presupposing the conclusion that it's enough to not, or that it's not enough for him to lose the status as the
Okay,
title.
no, I'm not. I'm just
That's
saying
why,
that
which is
wouldn't be
why you
enough for
use
you to
this.
prove that. I'm taking an agnostic stance on him being weaker.
Uh, if you're gonna take, you can't take an agnostic stance when you're
Why
asserting
not?
a certain
Why
scaling that's
not? Why not?
presupposing
Why
something.
not? Why not? Why not? I'm saying
I'm
that even
explaining
if
it
you want
right
to prove
now.
that,
I'm explaining it right now.
sorry, excuse me,
And
if
you're
you want to
okay. Wait,
prove
wait. Shut the fuck up. I'm explaining right now. You asked me
what,
a
no,
question.
dude,
I
I
was in
didn't
the
ask
middle
the
of
question.
explaining. You said why not like several times. I'm not fucking that.
Okay, but then I'm gonna
Yeah, and I
explain why
was in the
not.
middle
It's
of
a rhetorical
speaking. But you
question.
can,
Why are you
yeah,
shadowboxing, nigga? Are you
you
nervous?
can speak after I'm done speaking.
Why are you
Oh,
losing to Big
sorry.
Gyro? Anyway, go ahead.
All right. So when you're asserting a scaling that has a presupposition in order to lead to this conclusion, then you would already be asserting that this presupposition is true or false. Therefore, in order to actually say that Whitebeard is stronger than Kaido throughout the entirety of Marineford, you would be presupposing that the combination of both these factors, his old age and his physical well-being, wouldn't be enough to make him
Okay,
stop
that's a
being the
burden
most
switch. We
strongest
can move
pirate.
on. That's a burden switch. We can move on.
How's the burden such?
Yeah, because I already said that. I already explained why my conclusion would follow without making any presuppositions. So via Occam's razor, my position would be more likely than yours. So, and
You
you saying
explain.
that
Wait,
I'm
wait.
presupposing
How
something
did
when
you
I put the
explain that
burden
your
on you.
conclusion would
Excuse me,
follow without
excuse me,
making any
excuse me, excuse me,
presuppositions
excuse me.
again?
Why are you shadowboxing? Thank you. So I already explained why that would be your burden to fulfill. You just kind of ignoring that emotion
Okay, so
and saying that I
how?
would have to prove that presupposition. No, I'm not
Okay, so how?
presupposing anything
Okay,
as face
wait.
value.
So how does your? Okay, so I'll explain. I'd like you to explain two things. How do you explain that? And then also, I'd like you to explain how your interpretation aligns with Occam's.
Okay, I already explained it before. Are you retarded? Are you not listening?
Uh, which part? The Occam's razor, or what I just asked you?
Bro, zkiller. Like we didn't debate in a while, but I didn't know you have like such a tracking issue, so we can move on. I already explained it before. So you fine with since we didn't agree to a judge. Are you fine with just like moving out of my scale?
They're scaling. I
Yeah,
mean, have you connected this to a current Kaido?
Karen Kaido.
Uh,
Yeah,
yeah.
so I don't think Kaido got stronger because we see that the 20 years during Wano, like he basically didn't fight, or we don't see him fight on screen. So again, If you don't presuppose that he fought, then whatever.
So this is an
Basically,
argument
with
from
the information that we
ignorance.
have analytically, we can't assert that he got
You're
stronger, but we
basically
can.
just arguing from ignorance. He didn't get stronger because we can't analytically confirm that he did get stronger via the fact that we do not know the whereabouts of where he was during those 20 years, and we did
Not
not
really. We just
officially
see him
see.
not fighting. Like he's a
Do
Wano,
we
like with
see
some
every
random
single title
fathers,
that?
and then the only fight he
Wait,
had, or
so you're
one of the
saying
only
we
fights he
see
had
that
on
Kaido hasn't
screen.
fought within those 20 years? Can you show that? When do we see that?
I'm not saying
I'm
I just
curious.
saw.
That's
I
literally what
just
you
said
just
that
said. If you
we
want to
didn't see him
backtrack and take
fight.
it back, that's fine. You literally just said right now
I'm
we
not taking
see that he's
anything
not
back,
fighting. You
dude.
literally just said
Again,
right now
I
we see
just
him not
clarified
fighting.
for
You're
you.
saying we didn't see him
I just
fighting, but you
clarified
cannot
for you.
assert that he did not get stronger. He did not fight people.
Zkiller,
That's his
why
argument of
shadowboxing?
ignorance.
Again, I just clarified my position for you. I said that we either didn't see him fight or
Gyro, are you
like
like,
saw him
dude?
fight
Gyro,
enough.
it's been like
Dude,
6 months, bro.
again,
How
shut
have you
up.
not
Let me
gotten better,
speak.
bro?
I let
What's
you
going
speak for
on?
5 minutes. You're always speaking me. Thank
Gyro,
you.
what's going on, bro?
Nothing's going on.
It's
So if
been
you're gonna
six
let me
months.
speak, are you gonna
How
let me
have you
speak?
not gotten better, Gyro?
Are you
What's going
gonna
on?
fucking let me speak?
You can say whatever you want, bro. Go ahead.
Thank you. Yeah. So I just clarified my position for you. Just like again, you're just shadowboxing. So you're asking me to prove
If you
it,
think
to
that's true, you
claim
can
that I
stop
clarified. I
talking.
said that we didn't see him fight on screen or saw him fight like some fighters that wouldn't necessarily like make him go stronger. If you want to say they did, I
Uh,
want you to prove that. Like for
that's
example, he
fine.
fought
I don't
Odin.
deny that
He
we see
one
him
shot
fight.
him in base.
But
Then
you can stop talking about
he
other
fought the
stuff. You're already
scabbards,
mid-playing,
and
like
then he fought
finish that
like whoever
conversation.
else. Like that's the only fights we see him fight on
Okay,
screen.
so
And I don't
if you
think there
want to
would be
say we
enough to
see him,
push him to be
if you
stronger.
want to say, we see him fight fighters, I do not.
I just
I don't
clarified my
deny that.
stance for you. Why are you like circling back on that fucking like little thing? Like again, that's not a rhetoric,
But
bro. Come on, go ahead. Are you gonna attack my argument?
yeah, as soon as you stop talking. Right.
Nice.
So obviously, I don't deny that we've seen Kaido take part in a certain amount of fights. I don't see how that's evidence to say that he didn't take part in other fights or that he couldn't have taken part.
Okay,
How are you
that's not even
asserting
what
this?
that's not even what I asked you to do, bro. Like
But
what?
your argument, you're basically trying to take a negative on the assertion on the
No, no.
presupposition.
Yeah, but that's not the only thing I'm doing. But
Yeah, but you see how that's
I said
counterintuitive
that
because you're trying
like
to
the
assert
fights we
something,
saw
but
him
then
fight
all
on
you're
screen,
wait.
basically we can
You
like
see how that's
say that
counterintuitive, Gyro?
had
Because you're
them
trying to assert
basically like
something,
an
but you're
easy
appealing to
enough
a
fight
lack
for
of
him not to be
knowledge, which is
pushed
just
enough
simply
for him
known
to
as
get
the
stronger.
argument
I'm
from
basically
ignorance, which
skepticizing
is
on the notion of
fallacious,
him
Gyro.
getting stronger during these fights, even if you want to say that he did like get stronger during them. So yeah,
Who's
like I
been
explained my
Gyro?
position, I
Have you
explained my
been
like
like
stance.
debating or like have you been like what have you been doing, bro, these past
Nice.
few
Can you
months?
attack my argument?
I think I've already attacked it.
I don't think you have tactics. You just like
That's
you're
fine.
always speaking me and not let me
That's
speak
fine.
like over you.
That's fine. You've already
That's
talked about
fine.
everything.
That's
Make
fine. So you
moderate.
think being
Make
uncordial is
moderate.
fine?
Yo.
What? Uncordial. I'm only uncordial because you're uncordial, bro. What's going on?
Okay, so you're uncordial. No, I'm not uncordial. Like I'm trying to speak. I'm trying to finish my sentences, and you just like always speaking
Yeah,
me
and I was
rudely,
also trying to
like a
speak. I was
fucking
also trying to
thug.
finish my sentence.
Like what the fuck?
Yeah, what goes on
No,
comes
no.
from.
You finished your sentence. You started another sentence,
But
and that was before. Or that was after I
uh,
started speaking already.
I didn't
Like
finish my
what?
sentence. You can believe that.
Yes, you did. What?
I was literally in the
Again,
middle
so
of
do you have any
speaking, and
problems
then
with
you
my
cut me
scale?
off to ask me a
Because I
question.
just explained what my scale goes through. Any problems?
I already brought up my problems with this guy.
Okay, I just
Can you
talked about
explain why
them.
Kizaru skills so like it? No.
Yeah. So we see him that he's like massively above Whitebeard in speed. Are you fine with that?
Where?
Sure. And basically, he has enough AP to damage him. Like he could have killed him in the altercation.
AP?
Don't like one of the only altercations that they had.
Uh, AP, or does it just burn him?
AP.
So as in physical force produced, or as in burning? I mean, as in like
I don't
heat.
see a difference. It's just like basically damage you can induce on the opponent.
It's a
That's
little
how I
different
define it.
because one of them entails that you can punch somebody and break their face. Another one implies that you can pick up a torch and light them on fire. So it's completely
Oh, but
different.
that's okay. That's not even what happened. But either way, even if you want to say
Obviously,
that,
it's the
then I don't
damage.
care. That doesn't like hurt my stance at all.
Okay, are you aware of the fact that heat resistance has varying levels from character to character?
Again, that's not even heat resistance. What?
Do you not know what heat resistance and burning damage is?
I don't think he's always doing burning damage. He's like literally shooting off lasers. That's part of his body. Like sure, burning can be
What?
some part of it, right? Because it's a
Why
fucking
don't you think
flaming
the lasers
like
produce heat?
light, right? But it's still like pure force going through you.
Why?
Why? Because that's how we see his food function. Like for example, when he
So
kicks, it's his own thing, like kicking away the thing, right? So if it was
so
like,
you
for
just
example, sorry, can you speak? Thank you. So for if it was only like the burning thing, then his kicks would, for example, just, oh, sorry, not for example, they would just like not move your opponents at all
You say it's
and just
kicks.
burn them
I
and
think
just
a kick
put
is
them on
different
flat
than like
fire.
burning somebody.
Why? That's okay. Are you,
I think
first of all, are you aware of what
I
I'm
don't think that
referencing?
all of you said Kizaru's kicks. Imagine
Yeah,
referring to
I'm
Kizaru's
just saying
kicks.
that's how his Delphi works, but in the original stance I'm
So
making,
you're saying
or
the
sorry, the
specific
original stance I
application of his
told you,
Delphi
are
is
you
the
aware,
general rule for his Delphi?
dude,
Never
again,
even proved that his kicks don't burn people.
can I fucking speak? Thank you. So are you aware of the thing I'm referencing initially?
No. What, as for Kizaru with Burning Viper?
Yeah.
I'm aware that he shot a hole through him.
Okay, nice. So,
I'm
and you asking
questioning
me
the
to
means
prove
because
that,
like
excuse me.
the
Yeah,
implication
and you
between
asked me
these
to
two
prove
things
why the
don't necessarily
functionality of
have
his
to
Delphi.
follow.
Bro, can you stop speaking? Holy shit. Thank you. So, are you asking me to prove why the functionality of his Delphi like translate all throughout his moveset? Or what?
Uh, no, I'm questioning why this specific application of his Delphi would like dictate that's a general rule.
Yeah, because it's like it's none of the ordinary for us to believe that. Basically, if it's just a force that he's producing using the light of his Delphi fruit, and the
Yeah,
same
if it's
type
just
of
why
attack is
is it that
induced via lasers, he's
obviously
just
if
like
it's the
shooting out
case
of his.
that
Bro,
wait,
I'm not done speaking. What the fuck?
okay, go ahead.
Thank you. Bro, like what the fuck is wrong with this nigga?
Hey, calm
So
down, bro. You're
if it's
so
the
fascinating.
same, if the same functionality, or sorry, if the same way of attacking is pretty much induced, but shooting out of your body is still like energy produced from Kizaru's
Why do
body,
you
as
think
in like
Kizaru kicking with his leg is the
physical.
same as him shooting a laser?
Yeah,
There's
because
a
it's from his like body, it's
justification for
produced by
that.
his Dell food.
But why does it being produced by his alpha mean it's the same in nature? You can say it's derived from the
Because
same
it would
source.
be
You can't say that
consistent.
the application would
It would be
inherently
consistent.
dictate it's the same.
What?
The only consistent factor in both these attacks is that it's derived from the same source. You can't
Do you
necessarily
think
say
that's
the
not enough?
application.
Do you think
But
that's not enough?
well, if they're applied in different ways, I do not see that why there has to be a correlation in how
Well,
they
they're
get
not applied
applied.
in different ways. They're both attacking, applied and
But
attacking. So
yeah,
what?
but obviously they're applied for the general purpose of attacking, but the
Nice. So you
application
just
is just
agreed.
uh,
Okay, so your
yeah,
skepticism is valid.
I've obviously agreed that it's applied in the general purpose of
Okay, so you just
attacking. I'm
conceded.
saying
Thank
that the
you.
difference is within the way that it's formed when
Okay,
attacking.
so it's not the applicants. What? It's just the way you
But
do it.
that is an application.
Okay,
If
and
you're talking about a
again,
certain
why does
application relating to
him
a general
kicking or sorry
purpose, I'm not
attacking
talking about
and
a certain application
excuse
that
me,
would like
excuse me?
inherently mean that
Yeah,
it's
thank you.
dangerous.
Good bitch, good bitch, good bitch. So why does him attacking in a different way weren't you questioning whether it is a physical or
But,
not, attack or not?
but because you're presupposing a correlation between these two attack
That
methods.
doesn't warrant your skepticism.
How does
What?
that not warrant?
That's
How
like
does that
saying
not warrant my skepticism?
Wybeard is above Kaido, but you're presupposing that fucking Wybeard has a dick or
That
something. Like that doesn't mean you that warrants your skepticism within the dialectic to question that, right? So for you to have
I
like for
think
you
that
to
if you
not
are presupposing
hold
that wait,
dialectics,
I
for you
think
to
that
not
if you
hold up
are
the
I think that
bro,
if
I'm
you
not
are
like
presupposing
does this guy have like a chronic fucking always
I'm
speaking
just not
disease?
gonna
Like
let you
let me
just don't let you waffle, bro. I just don't let you waffle. So
I'm not waffling. So
go on.
yeah, if we want to continue the dialectic properly and continue like debating without any problems and haltings and whatever, then you agree you would have to warrant your skepticism, right?
Mhm. I think that there has to be a certain reason for why you give a skepticism. Yeah?
Nice.
And
So give it.
that's what yeah, I already gave the reason.
No, you said it's the applicants, but the applicants is a question for it
But
being the warranty.
you're saying, okay, why are you skepticizing upon why these different applications wouldn't yield the same results? And I'm saying, okay, not only is it already founded in the fact that there are different applications, therefore they do not
But
necessarily
we
need to
agreed they
yield the
apply
same
the same
results
though.
unless it's necessary. I don't I don't agree that it's
Yeah, we
applied
did.
the same. I agree that
No,
it's
we agreed on
applied
the
to
qualities and the
I
attributes
agree
of the
that
attack.
it's the same in the sense that it's applied to reach a similar purpose. I agree to that.
Okay, so it's the applicants, right? So
No, that's
a
different than
pen and
just
a pencil
general.
is going to have the same
Okay, so
applicants. Do you agree with that?
if
So
a
yeah,
Gyro,
and you're saying, and
if a nuke and a gun
again,
are both applied in a way to where they both reach the general purpose of causing mayhem and causing death and carnage, does that mean that they're the same in application? Or does that just
wait,
mean
a nuke and a
they're
what?
similar?
Because
Does that
from
mean
what
they're
I've
the
heard,
same in
yes, sir.
application, or does that just mean they have a similar
A
nature
nuke
in
and
its
a what?
purpose?
Because from what I've
I
heard,
said a
yes,
nuke
sure.
and a gun, a nuke and a
Sure,
gun.
why not? They're applied in the same way and destroying people. Yeah,
You
that's
can
fine.
think that, but you can never justify it.
I don't have to justify. You asked me a question. You want me to like burn a switch already? Like the fuck?
Well, obviously, I'm no longer asking you the question within the analogy. I'm asking the question within the debate. So, if you're saying that these two
Obviously, nigga. What are you
applications,
talking
if you're
about?
saying that these two applications, as in the kick and the laser, are similar, and they're the same in
Yeah,
terms of
but
how
they
they
have the same attributes. I
in
already
terms of how
explained
they
that. You didn't
apply,
contend that at
uh,
all. Like
I
within your
never said
analogy,
they
that's
share the
basically
same
disanalogous.
attributes. I
Bro,
said that
stop.
they
Thank you.
they draw their power from
Why
a
are you
similar
shadowboxing? Can I
source.
speak?
But that's fine. I don't think that
Okay,
means they
no,
share the
we
same
agreed to the
attributes.
attributes, right? Your thing is disanalogous because
I
a
never
nuke and a
agreed to that
gun.
attribute. This guy is so
Dude,
bad.
let me speak. Thank you. So if you're gonna say a gun and a nuke is gonna be analogous to this like thing coming out of Kizara's body is a laser, and the kick coming out of Kizara's body is a laser, from derived from a same source is gonna be the same and analogous,
I
then
never,
you're gonna be presupposing some attributes being
I
shared there, which
never
you agree that
agreeing.
Kizaru attacks that we're discussing would have the same attributes in a sense.
I never agreed that Kizaru's kick is a laser. All I said is that
I never said
Kizaru's
you agreed.
kick.
What?
But okay, then I must have not been tracking. My bad. All I said was
Nice.
that.
Good bitch.
Okay, you done talking.
Go ahead,
All,
buddy.
all I said, all I
Good
said is
puppy.
that Kizaru. All right. All I said is that Kizaru's attacks, in the sense that they're both drawn from. I don't even think it's necessarily drawn from the same source. At least they have similar sources, but one of them is the combination of two
What?
sources of power, while the other one is the combination of a single source of power. So the two sources of power would be Kizaru's physical energy and then his Delphin energy, and then the other one is they're just drawing upon Kizaru's Delphin energy. Also,
Wait,
I'm
define the distinction.
all I agreed to
Define the
is that
distinction between
all,
Delphoid energy and physical energy within this example.
as in one of them is drawing powers from the glint fruit, and the other one is
You know
drawing powers
Kizaru is
from.
the bling bling fruit, right? He's
Uh,
literally light. What? So you're saying
I
Kizaru
agree.
is
I agree
deriving
that when
power
you
from
turn into
himself
a
and
logia,
himself
you
again?
can.
That's gonna be the same
I
thing.
agree that when you turn into a logia, you can turn your body into light. That's fine. What I'm
Okay, so you
saying is
think
that.
he isn't always in Logia form?
Oh my god, what the fuck is this? What's wrong with this guy? Okay, I think that
You
if
think
his
he
body
isn't
was
always
turned,
in
I
Logia
think that
form?
if his,
Because
I
you can
think
go
that
ahead and prove that right now.
uh, I don't need to prove that. That wouldn't even be my
Why
burden
not?
to prove.
Why not?
Because A, that's not like a presupposition argument. That's not even
You just
relevant.
said that. You
And B,
claimed that. What?
because A, that's not no. Okay, no. Him not
I just
always being in
explained why
logia
that
form
would be
doesn't change
explained
the
within your
fact that he
argument
has
that
a
you have to
physical
prove.
form.
What's wrong with this
Like,
guy?
he can always be in logia form, can also have physical attributes. I don't see a reason for why they can't coexist.
No, that's just a burden switch. Again, can you prove that
What?
he's always in Logia form?
I don't need to definitively prove this. What the fuck?
That you claimed it, yes. Okay, and why
This
do you
does
not have
not.
to
This
prove?
doesn't
Okay,
matter to
let's
my
be
general.
generous
This
here. Let's
doesn't matter
grant
to
you
the
this.
general purpose
Let's
of
be
my
generous here.
fucking
Let's
realm here.
presuppose that, right? Why do you not have to prove that?
Why do I not have to prove that?
Yes.
Uh, because all I'm saying is that in this instance, this can be possible. Therefore, you can't. You have to prove that your interpretation is more likely. You can't
Wait,
prove your
can be
interpretation
possible
is more
via what?
likely. But it can be possible if Kizaru has his Delphi activated and his physical body activated. It can be separate sources of power
No,
as
but
well
it's
as
the same source
coexist,
of
and it is
power though. It's
possible.
Kizaru. I said Kizaru is his
Yeah,
Delphi.
I know
And
you
you said that
believe
there's a
that. I know you
distinction between
believe
Kizaru
that
and his
his
Delphi.
Delphi and his
No, you
physical
was the
body is
one
the
who made
same
the
source
claim
of
first.
power. Don't
You was
necessarily
the
agree
one
to
to
it.
make the claim first. You see that?
But
So again, you have to
you
prove that I
gotta
already
make the
said
claim.
that if
Listen,
Kizaru, if one of the
listen.
presuppositions that you're
Yeah,
making within the
I
argument,
was the
which
one who
is
made the
there,
claim first that it's
sir,
possible. I agree.
let me finish. If one of the presuppositions that you made within your argument, which is
I
that
agree.
the
My argument
Delphi and
presupposes it's possible.
dude,
I
let me
agree.
finish. I'm not done. Thank you.
Supposes
So
it's
yeah,
possible. I'm already
again,
I'm part
stop
of the
fucking
fucking act.
shotgun me, nigga. Thank.
I'm not
Fuck.
shotgunning. I'm just
Yes, you
fucking
are. Let me
saving your
finish.
time.
Fuck.
Go
I'm in
ahead.
the middle of my sentence.
Go ahead.
What the fuck is wrong with this guy?
Go ahead.
So yeah, thank you. So if one of the arguments that you're making, well, no, sorry, if one of the presuppositions that you're making, which your argument is contested upon, right, which is, um, the sources being having an inherent distinction, which would possibly amplify the kick or make it distinct from the laser, right? And I'm saying, obviously, within that argument, you're presupposing that the things would be distinct, and you justify that via you going into logia form would possibly like draw a distinction. And I asked you to prove that he's not
Don't you
always in
ever
logia
say
form.
that? That's not even fact.
What? You did say that. The fuck? That's
Okay,
literally your whole
you're
argument.
just not tracking. That's fine.
I am
Okay, so
tracking.
my
Right? You
argument.
going ahead your
Okay,
claim?
so my argument
This
is
nigga,
that
like, what is
there's
this
an
schizobabble?
okay. So my argument is that there is an ulterior interpretation that you're not taking into consideration, that you're not proving your interpretation is more likely than, and my reasoning would just prove that it's possible.
I
So
don't.
as long as I
What?
prove that it's possible,
Wait,
I've
what's
already
my
fulfilled my
interpretation
burden.
again? Like, in your perspective?
Your interpretation is that they're the same sources of power.
What?
So
No, I just
interpretation
that's like
is
the
that's the
baseline
presupposition.
analytical thing, right? So if you don't
But
presuppose
that's
that,
not a
no,
baseline analytical
excuse me,
truth.
excuse me,
That is
excuse me,
simply
excuse
an
me.
interpretation that you make.
No, it's
How
not,
arrogant do you have
because
to be to think
how
that
would you
your
justify
interpretations
it?
are an
You
analytical
agreed that
truth?
Kizaru is
What
the
the
light
fuck?
man, but you said there's a distinction when he goes into light from when he stays in base, right? That's your presupposition. You agree that he's the light man. You're
Uh,
actually claiming that there's a
uh,
distinction
I,
between his
I,
Logia form and his base form.
I just don't think that there's a reason to say that because he's called the white man, that means that his body
Okay, you
can't go.
didn't say that before. You agreed to my claim. Now, do you want to just argue from
That's
ignorance?
quite.
Do you want to argue
Yeah,
from ignorance? Do you want to argue from
if
ignorance?
if
Fucking
I
retard.
okay, I don't think I necessarily agreed to that, but if I agreed to that, then that just wouldn't
Nice.
change. That would just mean that I'm proposing
Why
that
are you
there's not a
stuttering, bitch? Are you
contradiction.
nervous?
Because you keep on cutting me off, bro. Shut the fuck up. I'm literally so close to serving the meeting
Oh
right
my
now.
god, fucking retard. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna serve him. You keep on cutting me off. Please stop up.
You're not gonna fucking pyramid abuse me, nigga. I'll take that as a concession.
I'll perm music. You can take it as concession and silence. Nigga, the fuck.